Greetings, YouTube. I've had several summoners not only tell me that they opened 6-star Black Widow Deadly Origin, but, want to send some basic gameplay along. Now, I am not like a lot of people, I think. Even though I love learning new champions, sometimes just fresh off the box, I like to just see what champions do without specials. One of the reasons why I took X23 to 565 was I just love fighting with her because I love stacking bleeds and never even have to worrying about specials or ending combos on certain hits. And the new Black Widow Deadly Origin definitely seems like she has limited utility. It seems like her damage output minus her shock charges is average at best. And so is she going to be a champion that you take in over others? Not unless you're fighting somebody that is immune to just about everything but shock. But the good news is most people are not immune to shock. And so I don't think she's going to be one of those champions that changes the game at this point. But I do think she's one of those champions kind of like the new Ronin, right? Mr. Hawkeye Ronin, that it's just fun to fight with. And, for that matter, I still love fighting with champs like OG Black Panther where I just get to stack bleeds. Is he going to be a 565 Slayer? No. But I still love fighting with him. And so this champion, I have a feeling, is going to be the same way. So we're just going to look at some shock damage. And you'll see it's not incredible damage, right? 197 per tick is mainly the number that's coming off of Realm of Legends Winter Soldier. But with that being said, it's still doing a decent amount. And I think if you're looking for a champion, even in the arena, that would be somebody that could help keep something like a infinite streak alive if you're fighting a death match. You want to use champions that can stack debuffs. And that might sound disappointing, like, oh, he's already talking about using the champion in the arena. That must mean that she's not very good. I also think that sometimes a champion comes out and they seem pretty average, and then Kabam will do like a new synergy, and suddenly that champion will gain a lot more utility. The biggest problem I can see right now is that even though the shock damage is pretty fun to watch, the actual damage is so low that he's done a perfect job of keeping the hit combo up, and yet you're still seeing Winter Soldier's health go down. In 84, 85 hits, that's what I would expect maybe for a God tier 4-star to do, but even then, think about somebody who used to be the best champion, like Star-Lord. What would 4-star Star-Lord be doing with 100 hits? I get that it's a different playing style because Star-Lord is a high damage champion that relies on a high combo. But at the same time, even somebody like X23 or Wolverine as a 4-star, you would expect similar damage. So I really do think that this 6-star is showing us that she hits like a 4-star in terms of the debuffs. And I know that there's probably certain ways to play with this champion that can combine specials or do, certain things, because this is fresh off the box, if you will. But I'm a bit underwhelmed by the overall damage output. I don't think that she is trash exactly, but for a 6-star, even at rank 1, this should be better damage. And I'm thankful that this is the cutoff of the video, because no one wants to see a 7-minute fight with a 6-star, even one that's keeping the combo meter perfectly and fighting at 100% skill in terms of not getting hit. So I don't know. I like that most champions aren't shock immune, that you can build up shock debuffs, because that's something that we really haven't seen much in MCOC before. But I would expect those shocks to maybe stack for longer and also cause more damage per tick than what we're seeing now. When you don't do much damage per tick, you, in a sense, get ticked off. And that is something that is going to be interesting to see what people think. Because with this little damage, it almost reminds me of what Void does at the beginning whenever he reverse heals. And of course, that gets bigger and bigger as the fight goes on. But it's just it's just underwhelming, you know? And that's not to say I won't have fun fighting with her because I do like stacking debuffs, but the 6-star really played like a 4-star, and that's my honest analysis. You know, I call it like I see it. And this is the kind of thing I would expect. In fact, it'd be really interesting if somebody took like their rank 5 X-23 or Wolverine or Black Panther as a 4-star and went into this fight and saw the damage of the debuffs that were caused by bleed and compared it to this 6-star, because I feel like they'd be comparable, or even in some ways the bleed damage would be more severe and better with those 4-stars, and that's just disappointing. There's no other way to put it. Well, thanks for watching YouTube, and thanks to everybody who has reached out to me wanting to send some gameplay. I appreciate the chance to talk about it on my channel. It's just something we'll have to monitor, but for now, pretty unimpressed. She has some utility in terms of just overall stacking the shock and having fun, but for a 6-star in this fight, she should be better.